Dreaming of a new bike, but dreading the cost? This might change everything. In 2025, dealerships across America are slashing prices to clear out inventory, offering brand new motorcycles for less than most used ones. Today, we're counting down the 15 cheapest new motorcycles you can actually buy. From mini bikes to full-size cruisers, there's something for everyone. And number 1, it's brand new and still under $2,000. Let's start with number 15, Suzuki GSX250R. If you want a real sport bike without the terrifying price tag, the GSX250R is your ticket into the club. This fully fared machine looks like it belongs on a racetrack, but it's designed for riders who want sport bike style without sport bike intimidation or cost. With a starting price of $5,150, it's the most expensive bike on our list, but still incredibly affordable for what you get. Under that aggressive bodywork sits a 248 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that's liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It cranks out 25 horsepower and 17 pound-feet of torque, enough grunt to keep up with traffic and have fun on twisty roads without overwhelming new riders. The power delivery is smooth and predictable, making it perfect for building confidence. The GSX250R comes standard with an anti-lock braking system, a 6-speed transmission, and surprisingly comfortable ergonomics for a sport bike. At 399 pounds, it's heavier than some bikes in this class, but that weight actually helps with highway stability. The styling borrows heavily from Suzuki's bigger GSX-R family, so you get that authentic sport bike look. What makes this bike special is how forgiving it is. The riding position isn't as aggressive as larger sport bikes, the power won't get you in trouble, and the build quality is typical Suzuki reliability. Dealerships are offering significant discounts right now because sport bike sales have been slow, making this an even better value. At number 14, Triumph Speed 400. Here's proof that premium doesn't always mean expensive. This British beauty delivers heritage and performance for less than most people spend on car repairs. At $5,195, the Speed 400 costs just $46 more than our previous entry, but delivers significantly more power and prestige. The Speed 400 packs a 398 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single that produces a punchy 40 horsepower and 28 pound-feet of torque. That's serious power for this price range, delivered through modern fuel injection with ride-by-wire throttle response. The engine note has that distinctive character you expect from Triumph, refined but with personality. Built in India through Triumph's partnership with Bajaj, this bike offers premium features like upside-down forks, switchable traction control, and anti-lock braking system as standard equipment. The classic design DNA is pure Triumph: teardrop tank, minimalist styling, and that unmistakable British elegance that makes every other bike in a parking lot look ordinary. The Speed 400 weighs 368 pounds and offers a comfortable riding position that works for both city commuting and weekend rides. The 6-speed gearbox is smooth, the handling is nimble, and the build quality feels far more expensive than the price suggests. Triumph dealerships are motivated to move these units because the brand is still building awareness in the entry-level market. Some dealers are throwing in gear packages or extended warranties to close deals. For something completely different, this next bike ditches sophistication for pure urban chaos. At number 13, KTM Duke 250. Orange, aggressive, and absolutely unhinged, the Duke 250 proves you don't need massive displacement to have massive fun. This naked street fighter brings KTM's racing DNA to the budget bike segment without compromise, all for $5,000. The 248 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine delivers 30 horsepower and 18 pound-feet of torque through a crisp throttle that begs you to rev it. This bike loves to be ridden hard, with a power-to-weight ratio that makes it feel much faster than the numbers suggest. At just 365 pounds, it's light enough to flick around corners like a bicycle. KTM didn't skimp on hardware. You get upside-down forks, a slipper clutch, dual-channel anti-lock braking system, and that signature orange trellis frame. The aggressive bodywork and sharp lines make it clear this bike means business. while the wide handlebars and upright position give you excellent control in traffic. The Duke 250 is perfect for riders who want a bike with attitude. It's not trying to be practical or comfortable, it's built for fun. The suspension is firm, the seat is sporty, and every ride feels like an event. Dealers are stacking discounts on these because KTM wants to establish market share in the small bike segment. Some locations are offering 0% financing or throwing in riding gear to sweeten deals. Subscribe now and hit that bell, or miss out on the biggest motorcycle deals of 2025. At number 12, Royal Enfield Classic 350. Pure nostalgia meets modern reliability in this throwback cruiser. The Classic 350 delivers vintage vibes without vintage headaches, making it perfect for riders who want character over speed. At $4,600, it's priced to move while offering genuine British-inspired heritage. The 349 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine produces 20 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers won't win any drag races, but this bike isn't about performance, it's about presence. That distinctive thump when you twist the throttle is what old-school riding is all about. Royal Enfield nailed the vintage aesthetic with chrome details, teardrop tank, classic round headlight, and that unmistakable silhouette. But unlike the British bikes it mimics, the Classic 350 has fuel injection, disc brakes, and optional anti-lock braking system. You get reliable starts and safe stops every time. Weighing 431 pounds, it's solid but manageable with a low seat height that accommodates most riders. The 5-speed gearbox is smooth, the riding position is relaxed, and the fuel economy is excellent for long rides. The Classic 350 has developed a cult following among riders who appreciate craftsmanship and character. It's not fast, but it's memorable. Every ride feels like a journey through motorcycle history. Royal Enfield dealers are offering attractive financing and trade-in deals to build their customer base in America. At number 11, Yamaha TW200. This quirky dual sport has earned legendary status for being virtually indestructible. The TW200's fat tires and simple design make it the ultimate go-anywhere, do-anything motorcycle for riders who value reliability over flash. At $5,000, it costs the same as the Duke 250, but delivers completely different capabilities. The 196 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 16 horsepower and 11 pound-feet of torque through an old-school carburetor. It's not powerful, but it's honest and dependable. The engine starts easily, runs forever, and rarely needs more than basic maintenance. Those iconic fat tires aren't just for looks. They provide incredible traction on sand, snow, gravel, and pretty much any surface you encounter. Combined with the low seat height and lightweight build, the TW200 inspires confidence in situations where other bikes would struggle. The TW200 is beloved by farmers, hunters, and anyone who needs a motorcycle that can handle abuse. It's simple enough that most maintenance can be done with basic tools, and parts are readily available everywhere. While nearly $5,000 seems expensive for such a basic bike, the TW200's reputation for reliability and versatility keeps demand strong. Yamaha dealers often have waiting lists for these bikes because they're so popular in rural areas. At number 10, Kawasaki KLX230. Modern fuel injection meets old-school dual-sport capability in this versatile machine. The KLX230 offers real off-road performance without the complexity that makes some adventure bikes intimidating. Also priced at $5,000, it directly competes with the TW200, but offers more modern features. The 233 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine delivers 19 horsepower and 14 pound-feet of torque through smooth fuel injection. That's a noticeable step up from the TW200, with enough power for highway use while remaining manageable for new riders. The KLX230 features long travel suspension, a 21-inch front wheel, and 6-speed transmission that give it legitimate trail capability. The slim profile and lightweight make it easy to handle in tight situations, while the upright riding position provides excellent visibility and comfort. Kawasaki designed this bike to bridge the gap between basic transportation and serious off-road riding. It's equally at home on gravel roads, city streets, or light trails. The fuel injection eliminates cold start issues and altitude adjustments that plague carbureted bikes. At 305 pounds, the KLX230 is light enough for most riders to handle confidently off-road. The seat height is reasonable, the controls are intuitive, and the overall package feels well-balanced for its intended purpose. Dealers are motivated to clear these because Kawasaki has been focusing marketing on larger displacement models. This next machine proves that Chinese manufacturers are serious about quality and value. At number 9, CF Moto 300 NK. Chinese motorcycles used to be synonymous with cheap quality, but the 300 NK changes that narrative completely. This naked street bike delivers impressive features and solid performance at a price that makes established brands nervous. At $4,300, it undercuts most competitors while offering premium features. The 292 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single produces 29 horsepower and 19 pound-feet of torque through modern fuel injection. The power delivery is smooth and predictable, with enough grunt for highway riding and spirited backroad fun. The 6-speed transmission shifts cleanly, and the slipper clutch helps smooth downshifts. What's shocking about the 300 NK is its equipment list. You get upside-down forks, full LED lighting, anti-lock braking system, and a full-color TFT display, features typically found on bikes costing twice as much. The fit and finish isn't quite Japanese level, but it's surprisingly good for the price. Weighing 333 pounds with a 31-inch seat height, the 300 NK is approachable for new riders, while offering enough performance to keep experienced riders interested. The aggressive styling and modern features make it a standout in any parking lot. CF Moto has been building quality while keeping prices low, and the 300 NK represents their best effort yet. Dealers are offering extended warranties and service packages to build confidence in the brand. At number 8, Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Break the $4,000 barrier with this modern classic that delivers authentic Royal Enfield character at an incredible price. The Hunter 350 proves that style doesn't have to cost a fortune, with a starting price around $4,000. Sharing its 349 cubic centimeter engine with the classic 350, the Hunter produces the same 20 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque, but the Hunter features a more aggressive riding position with lower handlebars and forward controls that give it a sportier feel while maintaining the classic single-cylinder thump. The Hunter's clean lines and minimalist design create a modern interpretation of classic motorcycling. The teardrop tank, simple instrument cluster, and wire-spoke wheels give it timeless appeal, while the 17-inch front wheel improves handling compared to other Royal Enfield models. At 399 pounds, the Hunter is solid but manageable. The lower riding position and sportier geometry make it more engaging in corners while remaining comfortable for daily use. The 5-speed gearbox is smooth, and the fuel injection ensures reliable performance. Royal Enfield designed the Hunter to attract younger riders who want classic style with modern reliability. It's significantly cheaper than comparable retro bikes from established brands while offering genuine character and build quality. Dealers are pushing these hard because Royal Enfield wants to establish a foothold in the crucial under $4,000 market segment. How many of these budget bikes have you completely overlooked while shopping for expensive machines? Drop your thoughts in the comments. At number 7, Honda XR150L. If simplicity and reliability are your priorities, the XR150L delivers exactly what Honda does best: bulletproof motorcycles that start every time and run forever. This is basic transportation elevated to an art form, all for $3,999. The 149 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 12 horsepower and 10 pound-feet of torque through an old-school carburetor. It's not powerful, but it's adequate for city riding and light trail use. The engine is designed for longevity rather than performance, with conservative tuning that prioritizes reliability. Honda kept the XR150L deliberately simple. Air cooling means fewer cooling system components to fail. The carburetor might seem outdated, but it's easier to service than fuel injection and works reliably in extreme conditions. Basic controls and minimal electronics reduce complexity and maintenance costs. The long travel suspension, high ground clearance, and dual sport capabilities make the XR150L surprisingly versatile. It handles gravel roads, light trails, and urban commuting with equal competence. At 289 pounds, it's light enough for most riders to manage confidently. The XR150L appeals to riders who want maximum reliability with minimum complexity. It's the kind of bike you can park outside without worry or take on adventures where service stations are hundreds of miles away. Honda dealers often have these in stock because they're not flashy enough for most American buyers, creating opportunities for smart shoppers. At number 6, Kawasaki Z125 Pro. Small bike, huge personality. The Z125 Pro brings Kawasaki's naked bike attitude to the mini motorcycle segment. This pocket rocket proves that fun doesn't require massive displacement or expensive payments. At $4,699, it's the first bike to break the $3,700 barrier. The 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 10 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque through fuel injection that delivers crisp throttle response. While the power numbers are modest, the Z125's lightweight and aggressive gearing make it surprisingly entertaining in urban environments. Weighing just 224 pounds, the Z125 is almost impossible to intimidate. The low seat height, lightweight construction, and forgiving power delivery make it perfect for new riders or experienced riders wanting a fun second bike. The 4-speed transmission keeps things simple while providing adequate gearing for city speeds. The Z125 features Kawasaki's signature aggressive styling with sharp bodywork and angular lines. Full LED lighting, digital instrumentation, and quality fit and finish make it feel more expensive than its price suggests. What makes the Z125 special is its ability to make every ride an event. Traffic becomes a playground, parking is effortless, and fuel stops are rare. It's pure transportation, distilled to its most essential elements. Dealers love these bikes because they attract young buyers and generate service revenue, leading to competitive pricing and financing options. At number 5, Honda Grom. The bike that sparked the mini motorcycle revolution continues to define the category. The Grom has evolved from novelty to icon, proving that small bikes can create big communities and deliver genuine riding satisfaction. At $3,599, it's just $100 less than the Z125 Pro, but offers Honda's legendary reliability. Honda's 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 10 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque through fuel injection that ensures reliable performance. The 5-speed transmission provides more flexibility than competing 4-speed bikes, while the 229-pound weight makes handling effortless. The Grom's 30-inch seat height accommodates riders of all sizes, and the upright riding position is comfortable for extended rides. Modern features like LED lighting, digital instrumentation, and Honda's build quality create a premium feel despite the budget price. What sets the Grom apart is its community aspect. Buy one, and you'll quickly discover a worldwide network of enthusiasts who organize rides, share modifications, and celebrate the joy of small bike riding. The aftermarket support is incredible, with everything from performance upgrades to cosmetic modifications available. The Grom makes every ride an adventure. It turns mundane commutes into entertainment and transforms parking lots into playgrounds. It's transportation that never takes itself too seriously while delivering genuine Honda reliability. Honda dealers often offer attractive financing because Groms generate customer loyalty and repeat business. This next bike breaks every rule about what budget motorcycles should be. At number 4, Suzuki Wolf 150 Classic. Breaking the $3,000 barrier, this Taiwanese machine delivers classic motorcycle styling without the classic motorcycle price. The Wolf 150 Classic proves that affordable doesn't have to mean boring, with a starting price of just $2,999. $1,299. The 149 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 12 horsepower and 9 pound-feet of torque through simple carburation. The engine prioritizes economy and reliability over performance, making it ideal for city commuting and casual weekend rides. What makes the Wolf special is its classic cafe racer styling. The round headlight, wire-spoke wheels, upright riding position, and clean lines create a timeless silhouette that photographs beautifully and attracts attention. At just 270 pounds, it's incredibly easy to handle. The Wolf's simplicity is its strength. Basic controls, minimal electronics, and straightforward maintenance keep ownership costs low. The analog instrumentation and chrome accents add vintage charm while keeping complexity minimal. SYM has been building motorcycles for decades, and their experience shows in the Wolf's solid construction and reliable performance. While it won't win any performance awards, it delivers character and style at an unbeatable price. Dealers are motivated to move these because SYM wants to establish brand recognition in the American market, creating opportunities for significant savings. At number 3, Benelli TNT 135. Italian design meets practical pricing in this compact naked bike. The TNT 135 brings street fighter attitude to the small displacement segment with styling that punches far above its weight class. At $2,799, it's now $200 cheaper than the Wolf. The 135 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 11 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque through simple carburation. While not powerful, the engine provides adequate performance for urban riding and short highway stretches. The TNT's aggressive styling features an exposed trellis frame, sharp bodywork, and modern proportions that make it look like a scaled-down superbike. At 257 pounds, it's light enough for easy handling while feeling substantial enough for real-world use. Benelli's Italian heritage shows in the attention to design details. The frame geometry, tank shape, and overall proportions create visual appeal that competitors can't match at this price point. The 5-speed transmission and quality switchgear feel more expensive than the price suggests. The TNT 135 appeals to riders who want motorcycle style without motorcycle complexity or cost. It's simple enough for new riders while offering enough character to satisfy experienced riders looking for urban transportation. Benelli dealers are offering aggressive pricing to build market share with financing options that make ownership accessible to almost any budget. At number 2, Yamaha YBR125. Simplicity perfected. The YBR125 represents everything a basic motorcycle should be. This no-nonsense commuter has earned legendary status worldwide for reliability, efficiency, and honest transportation. At $2,499, it's now entering truly budget territory. The 125 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 10 horsepower and 8 pound-feet of torque through carburation that prioritizes reliability over performance. The engine starts easily, runs smoothly, and requires minimal maintenance throughout its long service life. At 279 pounds, the YBR is light enough for easy handling while substantial enough for highway use. The upright riding position, comfortable seat, and neutral ergonomics make it suitable for riders of all sizes and experience levels. Yamaha designed the YBR for global markets where reliability and efficiency matter more than performance or features. The result is a motorcycle that excels at basic transportation while delivering impressive fuel economy and low operating costs. The YBR's 5-speed transmission provides adequate gearing for most situations, while the simple construction keeps maintenance costs minimal. This bike represents maximum transportation value with minimum complexity or cost. Yamaha dealers are clearing these because they don't generate the profit margins of larger bikes, creating opportunities for exceptional deals on new motorcycles. At number 1, Honda Navi. Topping our list at under $2,000, the Honda Navi redefines what a new motorcycle can cost. This automatic miniature proves that Honda's legendary reliability doesn't require a premium price. At just $1,999, it costs less than most used motorcycles. The 109 cubic centimeter air-cooled single produces 7 horsepower and 6 pound-feet of of torque through a continuously variable transmission that eliminates clutch work entirely. Just twist the throttle and go, perfect for new riders or anyone wanting effortless transportation. Weighing only 234 pounds, the Navi is incredibly easy to handle, park, and maneuver. The low seat height accommodates riders of all sizes, while the automatic transmission removes the learning curve associated with manual motorcycles. The Navi's simplicity is its greatest strength. No clutch to master, no gears to shift, no complex systems to maintain. It's reliable Honda transportation distilled to its most basic elements while remaining practical for daily use. Honda designed the Navi for maximum accessibility and minimum intimidation. It's perfect for urban commuting, campus transportation, or anyone wanting to experience motorcycling without complexity or high costs. Dealers are practically giving these away because they generate minimal profit, but they're excellent entry points into Honda ownership and motorcycling in general. From $2,000 Navies to $5,000 sport bikes, these 15 motorcycles prove that new doesn't have to mean expensive. Like this video if we saved you thousands, subscribe for more motorcycle deals, and tell us which budget bike you're adding to your garage in 2025.